Hello, fourth grade artists. Happy Art Day. It's Ms. Moynihan, and I am coming to you through video today to talk to you about your project. So today we have two things that I want you to do. Number one is I want you to finish up your 1-point perspective hallways that we've been working on. Those checkerboard floors. Some of you already started your final. And I know for some of my remote learners, some of you might even already be done. So most of my friends though still need at least one more day to work on finishing up those projects. So that is what you are going to do today. By the way, if you have any kind of fun stuff like paint or any extra supplies at home that maybe we can't use at school this year, and you want to paint in maybe the surrounding area of where the glass is in your hallways, go for it. You can use whatever materials you have available. If you don't want to do that and you just want to stick to markers, totally fine by me. You can use whatever you want to or need to. So if you just have the art kit, that's fine. Just use that. And if you have other things that you've been wanting to try out, that's also fine too, okay? So today you're going to be finishing up your 1-point perspective hallways, okay? And then the other thing I want you to do today is in a minute, I'm going to have you pause this video and you are going to hop over to your AMP Google Classroom and you are going to take a little survey that I've put together for you. So in this survey, I'm going to ask you what kind of other art materials you might have available at home. Things like paint, cardboard, scissors, glue, all kinds of things that maybe I didn't put in the art kit, but you might have available to you. I have a couple of ideas of some fun projects that I might be able to try, but first I want to just kind of take a quick survey and see what everybody might have available to them. None of those objects or materials are required. I just want you to know that. They're not required. It's just some of you might happen to have some of that stuff at home already. Okay, so at the end of this video also, I'm going to have a little refresher demonstration on how to do the 1-point perspective hallway in case you forgot any steps, okay? So you can, if you already have a plan and you've already started your final drawing, you don't need to come back here at all, okay? If you are kind of confused, or if you were struggling in class and you were one of my friends that needed some extra help and I just didn't get to you, then you can watch till the end of this video and watch the demonstration, okay? Also, if you have questions on anything or you just want to say hi to me, hop on over to the Zoom meeting today and I will be there. I'll be there, I'll be waiting for you, and I will hopefully be able to answer any questions that you might have, okay? So go ahead and pause the video now. Head over to your AMP Google Classroom, take the survey, hop back over to this video if you want the demonstration, and if you don't, then I hope you have fun creating your 1-point perspective hallways today. So for today, survey, finishing up your drawings, all right? Hope you guys having a happy art day, and I will see you later, Gators. Bye. Okay, fourth graders, so this is a quick refresher on how to do 1-point perspective, the hallway, and how to create the checkerboard floor and the glass and the walls and all of that, okay? I actually left my ruler at school, and so I don't have a ruler here at my house today. And so just like we talked about in class, you don't need a ruler. I'm actually going to be using the edge of a magazine, so anything with a straight edge will work, okay? So the first thing that you are going to do is you are going to draw your horizon line very lightly because you're going to be erasing it, and you are going to be drawing it halfway through the paper. I'm also going to add my vanishing point in the middle of the horizon line, okay? Okay, so next I'm actually going to switch over to a marker so that you can see this a little bit easier. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up my straight edge with my vanishing point. It's touching the vanishing point as well as the corner of my paper. I'm going to draw a line that goes down like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I do have a piece of paper under this because with a Sharpie marker it does bleed through. Okay. All right, next I'm going to take my straight edge And I'm gonna leave it kind of connected to my vanishing point, and I'm going to rotate it. It's always connected to the vanishing point though, okay? So I kind of twist. And create the stripes that will eventually make up my checkerboard pattern on my floor. Okay, so that's probably pretty good. Remember, you don't want too many. Okay, next what I'm gonna do is, as I'm closer to the background, I am going to make my lines closer together, my horizontal lines, and then as I get further down my floor towards the bottom of the page, I start making my lines a little bit further apart. I'll do one more. Okay. So, and then we talked about in class how you are going to color every other one in black in order to make that checkerboard floor. Okay, so I go black, white, black, white, black, white. I'm not going to color all of them in during the video just because you already saw what that looked like in class. So next, what I'm going to do to make sure that I don't get confused, I am actually going to go through and I am going to erase, if I can find my good eraser here, I'm going to erase my horizon line. I want to erase that so I don't get confused and end up tracing over it. And I might go through and color in that floor towards the end of the video and speed it up a little bit for you. But for now, I'm just going to show you how to go through and add the ceiling and the sides of the walls, okay? So next, what I want to do is I want to line up my straight edge with my vanishing point and draw a line going to that corner. And then same thing on the other side. It's a little trickier to do with my ruler and not much space here. Or my magazine, I should say. Okay, next what I want to do is I want to add my vertical lines going straight up and down. Remember, you kind of want to line these up with the edge of your squares on your floor. So then that way you know where to put them on the other side. If you don't do that, it gets a little bit trickier. And just like always, things that are further away are smaller and closer together. And so as I get towards the edge of my paper, I'm going to make these lines get further and further apart. Okay, so that's probably good for that one. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll do 6 over on this side, and again, I'm trying my best to line them up with the bottom of my floor, the squares of my floor. Okay, once I am done with that, I get to decide what I want to do for the top of my room, for the ceiling. The only thing I wouldn't recommend doing is going vertical straight up and down, but I would connect these somehow. I think I'm just gonna stick with that curved roof top again. I know a lot of you guys like the straight across, and that's fine. You're the artist, you get to make that decision. You get to decide however you want to connect these. I'm doing this part in pencil first because it is a little bit tricky to get it nice and straight. So if I make a mistake, I know I can erase. And I will just trace it with my Sharpie in a minute. So I know I'm gonna have to erase that part right there. And then if you have a section like this over here, that's just kind of big and it's gonna go off the page, that's also totally fine. It sort of adds to that 3D effect that we have going on. Okay, so now I'm gonna trace that. And I'm gonna go ahead and speed up the video here. Okay, so you can see that I am done with the checkerboard floor. I've got my walls in and I am ready to start adding all of my creative stuff. So remember, you don't have to do an under the water aquarium. You could do outer space. You could do, I have somebody doing like a video game themed one. Now, if you do characters that have already been invented by another artist, so say like, I know a few of you are doing the Among Us characters and things like that, I still want you to try and stretch your creativity and make up your own characters, okay? Because another artist has already created those characters, and so I want you to try your best to come up with characters that maybe don't exist or characters that could go along with that theme. All right, I hope you guys have fun with this. I can't wait to see what you come up with.